Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Disqualified. We are here to talk about NXT No Mercy.
Yeah.
Now, it is a bit late. We took the weekend off.
Yeah.
But we are back at it now. I am, for right now, depending on how this predictions go, I am currently your double predictions champion. That is your main roster predictions and your NXT predictions, but I am putting this title up on the line against Trevin, Beltless Trevin, and our cameraman and producer, Zach.
Yes.
But let's get into it because we do have a hard out, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. First up is a simple grunge match. One fall between Javon Evans and Josh Briggs. And Javon knows how to work with big men.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. He killed this match. Josh Briggs showed that, despite all the chants he's gained from the crowd, he can actually go. His FA entrance gear, though, with the smoking shoulder.
It's something that you think looks cool, but then when you get out there, you realize,
Little clunky.
little clunky, little cringe.
Yeah, but no. There was high spots are a lot during the last bit of basically the climax of the match where Javon tries to springboard. Josh Briggs counters with a big boot that Javon bounces off the rope into another big boot.
Mm-hmm.
Javon gets some more breath. He then tries for a top rope crossbody. Gets caught into a choke slam. Briggs goes for it. Cutter. Top rope super cutter for the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this a 3.
I agree.
It's just a good match. I thought that they'd be doing a lot more with Javon.
Yeah, especially after the push he got before facing Oba.
Yeah.
He did on Friday answer Sammy's open challenge.
Yeah, so that was very cool.
Yeah, which led into the story of this match being Javon had a grueling match against Sammy. He's not 100%. Briggs could capitalize.
Yeah, a lot of the match was selling his back and his ribs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, moving on to match number 2, we get our Speed Championship Finals.
But
yeah, there's a little caveat. Oh wait, yeah, all of us get a point for Javon.
Yep.
Briggs. There's a little caveat. So, Lainey Reed is not medically cleared to compete.
Yep. Before the match, we see her backstage getting interviewed about this scenario wearing a boot.
Yep, and she says good luck to JC Jane in her match, and that it's only a matter of time when she gets back that Speed title is hers.
Yep. But Sol Ruka's new opponent, as she enters first to give the element of mystery despite being champion, is Miss Parker. Miss Parker.
Yeah, man.
A lot of us predicted that Fallon would fill in, seeing how it is hinted that Lainey Reed's going to fill in the third empty slot in Fatal Influence. But this is used as when the timer reaches the last minute of the match, as it's a speed match, not a lot to cover. The entire thing's basically a high spot as you're under a time crunch. Jada has the advantage, but Zarya is causing a distraction, and the announcers are like, no, don't get distracted with Zarya. There's less than a minute left. Go, go, go. And then Jada turns around to see her latest feud of Lash Legend.
Yeah, and Lash goes for a clothesline. Jada ducks out the way, and Zarya spears Lash.
Jada tries to capitalize, but makes the fatal mistake of entering back into the ring near the corner, so she gets her soul snatched for the 1, 2, 3.
Man, I think if Lainey wasn't injured, we would have seen a change.
Yeah, but we decided that this match is still under point evaluation, so that means Zach as the sole believer of Sol Ruca gets the point.
Yep. Man. I still wish they would have picked Zarya.
Yeah.
I still wish they would
Zarya,
have picked
Zarya or Fallon, but this boosting Jada and Lash's rivalry is a nice little shoo-in, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this 2.
2? I'd give it a 3 still.
Yeah, it was all right. They should have done more.
Yeah, you can only do so much with 5 minutes, but
yeah.
I feel like it also being a new opponent did hinder it a little bit. Like, if we knew it was gonna be Jada filling in the slot, we would have probably had a bit more different emotions going into it.
I also just feel like it was used as a gateway to continue the feud between Lash and Jada.
Yeah.
And it really had no bearing on the actual Speed title.
No, yeah.
Like, as soon as we learned Laney was out,
we were like,
we knew.
Yeah.
So
we
it was
like,
retained.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, well, we can't change it now, so
yeah,
it's the bed we lay in.
Yeah. But next up, we continue with the women's action with a weaponized steel cage match.
It is Jordan Grace taking on Blake Monroe in this probably match of the night.
Yeah. Yeah, it's either that or the main event, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, no, the weapons were thematic to Blake's character, some of them, as a lot of them were either pink or, we saw a hair dryer being used, we saw a curling iron being used.
We saw diamonds be used.
Yeah, rhinestones, yeah.
We saw hair get cut.
Yeah.
We saw hair get fed to someone.
Yeah.
We saw, what is it?
Yeah, Jordan Grace's hair got cut.
Like setting powder.
Yeah, be used as sort of pocket sand.
Yeah, pocket sand. And then we saw basically a white noise.
Yeah.
Through a table.
That was over the rhinestones.
To Blake Monroe for the 1, 2, 3.
Yep. Yeah, a little de facto of weaponized steel cages being you cannot win by escaping.
Also, one thing I want to know, why was there a rope break in the steel cage match?
They've been doing that. They've been doing the rope breaks a couple bit and no DQ technicalities because it's like they're not.
It makes no sense though.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes no sense. Because the rope break is there to break up the thing so the person doesn't get disqualified, but
if it's for a pinfall, I can see it being ref's discretion because it was for a pinfall that the foot was on the rope.
Yeah, I guess. I'm going to give this a 4.5.
4.5, yeah.
It was amazing. I thought that we were going to get some color in this match.
Yeah, because Jordan came out in all white and
Blake came out in her finest Dudleyville camo.
Yep.
But yeah, I think the color would have added a bit more to the match.
Yeah.
But
I feel like for color purposes, we got spoiled with Drew versus Punk Hell in a Cell.
Yeah. But Zach is the picker and winner of Jordan Grace.
Yep. Which
Trevor
means
and I pick Blake Monroe.
Yep. Which means for those keeping track of the math at home, mathematically and new NXT Predictions Champion back on the inaugural champ, Zach.
Yep. I held it down for a good, 3 months?
Yeah, I also held it down for quite a bit.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
It was fun while it lasted. I was triple champ for a few episodes.
And then game crashed.
Yep. And now, I'm just back to defending one title, so my focus can go solely on the shitty main roster. Yay!
Yay! Hey, that probably means it's going to be easy to predict because, man, those main roster shows have been predictable.
Oh, yes, they are. That's why I
Yes.
love NXT. It's not predictable.
Nope.
Shit can happen.
Speaking of not being predictable, we move on to your Canadian North American Championship match between your champion, All Ego Ethan Page, and the challenger, Tavion Heights. Good technical match.
Good technical match. What are we doing with Tavion?
Yeah, because I said in our prediction video, it's like, I feel like you put the chip on Tavion to bring Charlie back into the limelight a little bit and have that be his first championship rivalry. But now I have no idea the direction. Well, we actually do know the direction for Ethan, as on the Jumbotron, it looks like it might be title for title between him and El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
The American Championship.
The Latin American Championship versus the North American Championship.
Is that going to be the one floating title between the brands? Or are they going to do separate defenses?
Possibly separate defenses.
Yeah,
I don't know. They also did not confirm it's title for title.
Yeah, they haven't confirmed anything yet. But
it's implied, but
Ethan wins with the twisted grin.
Yep.
And I'm gonna give this a 3.
3, yeah.
It's a decent match.
Yeah.
I really wish they would do something with Tavion Heights. I think the benefit is he is still young, so he has a future ahead of him.
Yeah.
But man, you need to strap the rocket to some of these people because of you know what? We'll get to it when we get to it. But next, we get into our co-main event.
Yep.
It is for the NXT Women's Championship. It is JC Jane with Fallon Henley representing Fatal Influence because Jasmine Nix is no longer with the company, taking on hometown hero Lola Vice.
Yep, and this match was all right. Like we were watching this with a person who doesn't really watch wrestling, Zach's partner we were watching with, and all 4 of us gave the energy of we could care less about this match.
Yeah.
It's like, which sucks because it's like when these two have a rivalry that's not each other, it's a bit more interesting, but just these two having this rivalry, it's like, because we remember the number 1 contendership and all those participants and what we could have had. So it's like,
I'm also just thinking of maybe you've moved Fatal Influence up to the main roster because you're going to need tag teams.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with AEW introducing their women's tag titles, you're going to need it.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. Speaking of
it was a fairly back and forth match.
Yeah, no. Like no one really had an advantage until it seemed like Lola was finally gassing JC, and then from out of nowhere,
Lainey Reed, a hooded figure.
Yep.
Ran out, hit the running knee that, looks a bit like the Southern Hospitality.
Yep. And if you zoom in on the eye makeup through the visibility slit of the ski mask, you can cross-reference the footage of Lainey Reed's interview and that eye makeup.
Throws Lola back into the ring, limps away.
Yeah.
Rolling encore. 1, 2, 3. JC picks up the win, and we all get a point.
Yeah. And 3. Now, 3.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event of the evening.
The challenger
from New Orleans.
For the NXT World Championship, Ricky Sainz!
And your NXT champion, the ruler, Obafemi.
Oh!
Man.
We thought Oba was gonna squash this man.
What a fucking match.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we only have about 2 minutes. I'll give us the flexibility of 5.
Yes.
Man.
Oh, it was all Oba, all match.
This match was so good. The only thing I hate is the ending.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Oba murdering Ricky.
Yep, but Ricky is a little sneaky. He's from New Orleans after all. So he knows how to play possum a little bit, which he does into a I'm gonna call it a belly to belly stunner because I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah.
Yep, and then Ricky hits his famous combo against bigger opponents.
So first we go to the outside where Oba is looking to hit basically, I think it's like a World's Strongest Slam through the announce table. DDT onto the table.
Number 1.
Does it break the table?
No.
So
Oba does shake the table due to his weight shifting, however.
Yeah, so DDT onto the table, DDT onto the floor.
Yep. He rolls Oba back in. Oba, being the ruler he is like, if you go roll me in, I'm going to get back up. Spear!
Yeah.
Into the Tornado DDT, which means 3 DDTs for the 1, 2, 3! And new NXT champion Ricky Saints. Now, the internet has mixed opinions about this because they feel like it is them basically saying, hey, AEW talent, the grass is greener over here. We'll make you champions. But also it means the reign of terror is over.
No, a reign of terror is a bad thing. People would call Tiffany Stratton's reign right now a reign of terror. This has been the best reign the company has had. He legit brought prestige to the title. Every single title match was worth seeing. Every single one. There wasn't a lot of bad things to say if you had bad things to say about them.
No.
Man, it was great. I fear for the main roster call-up.
Everyone is saying have him answer Sammy's challenge and dethrone Sammy.
I don't know which brand I want him to go to.
Yes. However, we forgot the announcement as this is not Oba's book chapter ending for NXT as it was
Question mark.
Yes.
We don't know.
Ava, I believe Ava made it that no matter what happens, it's Oba versus Trick with both the TNA and NXT locker room barred from ringside. There has to be a winner. On October 7th at NXT Cross TNA Invasion, where it was also announced that there will be a brand versus brand Survivor Series match for both genders as well.
Also, in other TNA news, we have a new TNA Knockouts champion after Ash by Elegance announced that she was no longer able to compete. We get a battle royal where the last 2 participants would be put into a match later into the night to determine a new Knockouts champion. And that winner was Kalani Jordan. So Kalani Jordan is our new TNA Knockouts champion.
Yep, which also means that both TNA World Championships are back on NXT Talent.
Yep. So that's going to make Invasion interesting. Yeah. But I'm going to give Oba versus Ricky 4.5 stars.
4.5. It would have been a 5 if it weren't for that confusing ending.
Man, if Oba would have won, that would have been easy 5.
Yup.
But totals for the end of the night. Zach wins with 4. I'm in second with 3rd. And Trevin is in last, getting a point on our tally board.
Yup.
And even when I lose, I win because I'm still sitting with a goose egg on that board.
Yup.
But that is it for this episode of NXT No Mercy. Or I'm going to give this card overall a 3.5.
3.5, yeah. Like, everything except the...
Weaponized Steel Cage and Oba and Ricky.
Yeah, was
decent.
Yeah, it was mid.
But yeah, that's it for this episode of NXT No Mercy. That's it for this episode of Disqualified. I am your main roster predictions champion, Caleb. That is Beltless Trevin. The new owner of this lovely belt is Zach, our cameraman and producer. And we will see you next time. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell 3 times so you know the match is over. And we will see you next time. Thank you for your time, and peace.
Bye!